The treasure is the light of the gospel of light of the gospel of Jesus that is shown in our hearts. If you are in Christ, this treasure abides within you. This treasure dwells in your mortal bodies, in jars of clay, in earthen vessels. Just think about that for a moment, that we are just like jars of clay. That we are jars of clay that God has used to shine His glorious gospel and the glory of Jesus Christ into our hearts. I think it's important to understand in that second part it says that the excellence of the power may be of God and not of us. God hasn't created these pots to take the glory. He has not created these pots to hold to shine, but in fact, He's created this treasure to shine out of our lives. What an incredible truth. If we have been born again and if we have been made anew in Christ, we have been regenerated by the Spirit of the living God. And our eyes now see the beauty of Jesus and His supreme worth. And this morning, maybe you haven't seen this light. Maybe you haven't seen the glory of Jesus Christ, the beauty of His Son. And my encouragement this morning that if you haven't seen this, that you would see this, that God would do the work, that God would remove the blinders, and that you would be able to see this glorious light. Colossians 1:27 says this, "For God wanted them to know the riches and glory of Christ are for you Gentiles too. And this is the secret. Christ lives in you. This gives you assurance of sharing His glory." Secondly, in verse 7, this treasure is in earthen vessels. In case you haven't noticed this morning, or in case you haven't more noticed in your life, that our bodies are withering away. You can look at, maybe some of us have seen these effects a little bit more than others. But I can be confident. I just waking up this morning, I had a little back kink and I had to stretch it out. If we could be honest this morning, our bodies are withering away. Our bodies are experiencing the effects of old age. Like a clay pot. Have you ever seen a glass or a jar that is left out in the sun? It begins to little by little deteriorate, little by little fade away. Our lives are here today and are gone tomorrow. But the excellence of the power may be of God and not of us. This is what God has created. This is what God has originally intended, that He would take the glory, that He would shine in these clay pots of our lives and shine the glorious gospel of Jesus Christ. That the glory always belongs to God and not us. We are just clay pots filled with this treasure of God.